These EV charging infrastructure stocks are poised to boom as EV sales accelerate. With the growth of electric vehicle sales accelerating tremendously in the US, these EV charging stocks are great long-term bets. EVgo earlier this year received great news from Sacramento. ChargePoint has a huge EV network and a very impressive customer base. Tritium's partnership with BP should prove to be very lucrative. Let's dive in. Here are the 3 EV charging infrastructure stocks you shouldn't miss. Welcome to Timely Investment Research. By all measures, electric vehicles availability and sales are expanding rapidly in the US. In fact, in the first quarter, there were 42 EV models available, up from 34 year-over-year. All while EV sales soared 45% year-over-year to a record of nearly 260,000. That also puts America on course to surpass 1 million annual EV sales for the first time in 2023. Not only is that bullish for electric vehicle companies, it's a major catalyst for EV charging infrastructure stocks. After all, on road trips, EV drivers will need to stop to charge. That alone makes some of the best EV charging stocks solid buys. In fact, here are 3. Number 1. EVgo, which already has one of the largest fast-charging networks in the US, will be able to add significantly to its network in California without spending any of its own funds. That's because on April 4th, the company disclosed that it had been awarded $6.6 million from the state to launch EV chargers in Central and Eastern California. Using the funds, EVgo will build more than 100 DC fast-charging stalls across 17 locations in Central and Eastern California, including Fresno, Hayward, Manteca, El Cerrito, Antioch, and San Jose. Given the high penetration of EVs in California, those new chargers should meaningfully boost EVgo's top and bottom lines, significantly lifting EVgo stock in the process. Making EVgo one of the best EV charging growth stocks, the company is expanding extremely rapidly. Analysts, on average, expect its top line to climb to $140 million this year versus the $54.6 million that it generated in 2022. For 2024, the mean estimate is $266.6 million. Number 2. ChargePoint. ChargePoint sells the hardware and software components of public EV chargers. It also services those chargers. Boasting very impressive credentials, ChargePoint says that it has hundreds of thousands of charging locations, with a presence in both the US and Europe. Importantly, the latter continent's EV penetration is much higher than that of America. ChargePoint also notes that 80% of Fortune 50 companies are ChargePoint customers. As these companies buy tens of thousands of more EVs, ChargePoint's revenue and profits from them should increase tremendously. After meeting with ChargePoint's management, J.P. Morgan analyst Bill Peterson on March 31st expressed optimism about the company's strategy and ability to enter the black. He kept an outperform rating on the shares. Analysts on average expect the company's revenue to advance to $703.5 million this year and $1.1 billion in 2024, up from $468 million last year. Number 3. Tritium. As I mentioned in a previous video, Tritium, which builds electric vehicle chargers, has partnered with one of the world's largest oil companies, BP. Showing that the alliance is alive and well, Tritium disclosed that it had obtained a large order from BP. In fact, the order was Tritium's largest ever, and under the deal, BP will deploy the company's chargers in the United States, the United Kingdom, Europe, and Australia, Tritium reported. In 2022, before that deal was announced, Tritium received an impressive order total of $195 million. Meanwhile, the company is building a plant in Tennessee that, when completed, should meaningfully boost its profitability and enable it to benefit from key provisions of the Democrats' climate change law. The company expects its 2023 revenue to come in above $200 million, meaning that the company is trading at a very attractive forward price-sales ratio of well under 1 time. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Timely Investment Research. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.